So, g'day people, how you going? This is Glenn here, back with another video. And as you can see on the screen, this video is just to inform people about the Great Australian Coin Hunt that's now on at Australia Post. So, I wouldn't go into any of the supermarkets or any of the banks. These coins are only issued through Australia Post. And quite obviously, it's to get you to buy stuff at Australia Post. I've actually not gone in and got any coins yet, but a lot of people on Facebook have. And I'm not too sure if anyone here actually has gone into Australia Post and seen it. I know someone posted a comment about it, but I can't remember who it is. Please leave a comment down below. Claiming credit, because I actually forgot about this. So there are 26 coins, each with a letter of the alphabet. So this is quite similar to the United Kingdom 10 pence coins, which they issued into circulation with the letters of the alphabet in, I think it's 2017 and 2018. And the previous series of coins, I think they were silver, or maybe not, that the Royal Australian Mint actually produced from A to Z. They haven't produced any for a few years. So, yeah, so here's the actual website. It's Australia Post. Just put in the Great Aussie Coin Hunt and you'll come to it. I'll leave a link down below. And the coins are here. So what you need to do is that you need to go into Australia Post and probably ask for $1 coins in change, because every week I think they release 3 different types of coins. So here we have A. So A is for Australia Post. We have B for boomerang. Can I get rid of that? Nah, doesn't look like I can. B for boomerang. C for cricket. D for didgeridoo, which is the musical instrument. D for esky, which if you're not Australian, it's where you put cold drinks in there with ice and it keeps them cool. F for footy, and that looks like an AFL football, so AFL. In Australia, the AFL is called footy. When we call soccer, we call American football gridiron. G for g'day. G'day, mate. How you going? That's how you bloody say it, mate. Yeah, g'day. None of this Aussie, oi. No. Just don't do that. Don't do that, please. Okay, H for heels hoist, and this is a clothesline. That was invented in Australia, and as you can see the heels hoist there. In the middle, you got the windy thing. You can wind it up and wind it down, and it's very common in Australian or the older Australian backyards. They have a big backyard. Me myself, I don't have one because modern houses, the backyards are too small. I for ice. Vovo? I think I've seen that. It's a biscuit. I've eaten it too. I think it's got marshmallows, hundreds of thousands. I think the outside one is white and the inside is pink marshmallow. It's on a biscuit. Don't know why that's there, because a lot of people probably don't know what that is. Okay, J for Jackaroo and Jillaroo. Now these are people that work on gee, where do they work? In America, they call them ranchers. But, I've got a brain lock. I can't remember what we actually call them. They're in the outback anyway. Cattle stations, that's what we call them. Cattle stations, where they round up not only cattle, but probably also buffalo, camels, horses. No, not kangaroos, though. Don't worry about kangaroos. So here you go, on a cattle farm. There's Jackaroo, which is a guy. Jillaroo is a female, and they're chasing after a cattle. Probably they don't catch it, as far as I know, by hand. They herd it into a pen, in which then they send them off to do whatever they need to do. Okay, then we have K for kangaroo. Skippy, tie me kangaroo down. Sport, tie me kangaroo down. Yes, I know I can't sing. And that looks like the same kangaroo they actually used on the Australian penny. Definitely is. Okay, Lamington. So this is a sponge cake. It's coated in chocolate and has coconut on the outside. And sometimes it has jam in the middle. That's a Lamington. That tastes okay. Chocolatey, spongy stuff. Meat pie. So you know what a pie is. This one just has lots of meat, usually gravy and some vegetables. It's different types of pies. Even Americans and people from the UK should be pretty familiar with it. And they don't really have these in Hong Kong. I've never actually come across a meat pie in Hong Kong. So it's not really part of Chinese culture. Okay, Neighbours. Oh my god. This is that TV show. Neighbours. Nobody watches Neighbours. And now on Ramsay Street. I never really watched the show, but my grandparents did. And now I have post-traumatic stress syndrome. Okay, the Outback. So here we have a windmill. This is pretty common in Australia. This is to pump water from an aquifer. Usually, if it needs to be pumped, it's an unconfined aquifer, and it's used to actually fill troughs for animals to drink out of. So you got confined aquifers. They usually have a pressure up until that pressure is dissipated, and then you got unconfined, and usually the confined layer is confined by a clay or some type of impermeable layer that water finds hard to go through. I actually studied groundwater. It's a very fascinating topic. Awesome. And the recharge is somewhere in the high altitudes, probably like a mountain range or just a high elevation. Could be a plateau. Anyway, won't talk about that. This is about coins, not geology. Okay, platypus. So this is a monotremes. It actually lays eggs and it swims in the water. Some people say it's got a head like a duck and a body like a beaver and feet like a duck as well. But this animal has actually been around for at least 120 million years. There is a fossil they actually found in South America. Can't remember. It starts with Odorodon or something like that. Can't remember off by heart. But that actually had teeth, and these platypus, they actually lose their teeth as they mature. So they actually live around where I am. They're in the creek, in the river, Plenty River where I am. And they're pretty intolerant of water pollution. Oh, quokka. This is a very cute animal. It's a Macropodidae, so it's related to kangaroos. I think it's more like a rat kangaroo. And it's very cute. It doesn't really recognize large predators, so it doesn't view humans, dogs or cats as predators. And it looks like it's smiling and happy all the time. But that's just the way it is. Look up quokka on the internet. They're just so cute. They are. And they actually live in Western Australia on an island. Can't remember the island, but anyway. I really want to see them one day. Okay, R is for Royal Flying Doctor Service, and that is a air transport. It's like an air ambulance. Oh, it is an air ambulance. What am I talking about? And they actually service the outback of Australia. So they actually don't think they operate in Victoria. They operate in more remote regions of Western Australia, Northern Territory, South Australia, probably New South Wales and Queensland. because Victoria is actually more densely populated. There's usually an ambulance is a lot closer, but maybe they might operate in a Madura region, which is actually a lot sparser. I'll have to look that up. Okay, surf lifesaving. So, you know, Baywatch, surf lifesavers. It's not the same thing here. But our ones are volunteers, as far as I know. They're not actually paid surf rescue lifesavers. I may be wrong about that. If anyone knows, please leave a comment down below. Okay, T for thongs. Now in America you call these flip-flops. I don't know what you call them in the UK. We just call them thongs in Australia. And I actually made a video on Australian English, my other web YouTube channel about thongs. Okay, T, U for ute. This is just a small car with a tray in the back, and they're pretty popular in Australia. They're not all over the place, but they're actually very useful because it's just like a 4 or 6 cylinder engine, depending on the model, and they're pretty useful in if you live in the farms or if you're a tradie. So a tradie is a tradesperson, someone who does plumbing or whatever. Okay, V for Vegemite. So Vegemite's pretty similar to Aussimite, Promite, and other types of black coloured spreads. It's a yeast-based product. Tastes quite nice. My wife actually hated this, and then she realised it's something that she ate when she was a kid. I think it was Promite, and now she likes it. So Chinese actually do eat this stuff, but they just don't eat Vegemite. They eat other stuff. Wheat Bix is a breakfast cereal. Nice, awesome breakfast cereal. And this one is one of my mum's favourites. She actually eats it at night time with milk, and you can have sugar in it. I used to eat it like that when I was a kid. I don't eat it anymore. And it's made out of wheat. That's why it's called Wheat Bix, because it's biscuits of wheat. X for Xantippe. Is that correct? Xantippe. X marks a spot, a tiny community. It's the only place in Australia that starts with X. I've never heard of it before. But that's another thing I just noticed. They have information down below. Oh well. Anyway, I never heard of Xantippe before. Okay, here we have Yowie. Now this is an Australian Aboriginal Dreamtime, where they're also known as Yahoos. They are a common legend around Australia and generally described as tall, fairly hairy human creatures that live in the bush. Okay, like the Sasquatch in the US or the Yeti in the Himalayas. There's also another one called the Bunyip that actually lives around billabongs, which is just large enclosed lakes. And their Aboriginal mythology. So Yowie and Bunyip. Oh, Zupa Duper. This is just an icy pole. Just so if you go down below. Yep, just an icy pole. Put it in the freezer in summer, you just eat it. So you got different flavours. Fairy floss. People are going, what the hell is fairy floss? Well, in America, I think you call it cotton candy. UK, probably cotton floss or something like that. But in Australia, we call it fairy floss. And that's what that flavour is. Oh, that would be a beautiful flavour. Love fairy floss. And here we are back to A. So those are the coins you need to find. I believe in October they're going to actually sell the sets. So if you want to go and buy the set, I think you need to order it. Okay, what's this down below? Okay, catch us on a great Aussie road trip. Find out for the great coin hunt vans from 1st September. Vans will start their trip in Melbourne, one heading north, east to Brisbane, the other one west to Perth, so it's probably going for Adelaide. Okay, so they're going to do some events, and Looks like it's already left Victoria. It's going to Kyneton, Showgrounds, 1st of October, Horsham, Echuca, Mildura. I actually didn't see this. Missed it out. So if you go to South Australia, 4th of October, Port Perry, Seduna. The other one's going New South Wales, so Deniliquin, Broken Hill, Griffith, Wagga, Goulburn, Gosford, Benalla. Why isn't it going to Griffith? Oh well, it's pretty sad. Broken Hill, no. Yeah, I don't like them. There you go. Here's some avatar places. Carabin, Wooloobara, Gympie, Toowoomba, Beauty Desert. Different times. ACT probably only has one date. Yeah. Royal Australian Mint. Wow. That's yeah. And you go Kalgoorlie, Esperance, Albany, Margaret River, Bunbury, Fremantle, Perth and Perth. Perth. And I'm not coming back to Melbourne. That makes me sad. Because, well, all these dates are passed. They were never in Melbourne. Bastards. Sorry for swearing. And if I want to catch him, I'd have to go to Broken Hill. Or I'd have to go to South Australia to Port Perry. Seduna. Oh, poor me. So here you go. Cheer your moments. Enjoy the fun. So this is the folder you get to put the coins in. I hope you actually get one. They cost about $9, I believe. And find inside, and you can get other accessories. And download the catalogue. No, it won't download the catalogue. So that's the Great Australian Coin Hunt. I hope this boring video wasn't too boring, and I hope it was a bit exciting, because I'm going to get these. And I hope you do too. Thank you very much for watching. I'll leave a link down below to this website. You can check all the information yourself and have an awesome coin collecting time, people. Thank you and bye-bye.